Who is ready for spring? I know I am so ready for spring, but are you truly ready for spring and everything that it brings along with it? I hope so. So, today I want to kind of provide some tips as we head into those warmer months. So, when people think of spring, they think of all kinds of things, right? The flowers blooming, the grass growing, everything. When I took the dog out today, I was taking James. I'm like, oh my gosh, it just smells so good outside. The flowers, the fresh cut grass. But you know what? To some people, that is absolute disaster to them because what does that smell to what's that those smells make them think of and what does it happen to them? Seasonal allergies. And a lot of people do experience seasonal allergies. So even though I am excited to see everything blooming and they're going to cut the grass today and I love that, some people just dread this time because they are absolutely miserable. So if seasonal allergies are something that maybe bothers you a little bit, you're not really sure how to deal with it. Most people that have had it for a while kind of know their tricks and what they're going to do to make them better. But these things do develop sometimes as we age, and sometimes they go away. As your body changes, these things can change too. Just like you can develop allergies to different foods, different medications, even though you've been on them or taken or eaten these things before, that happens. So the same thing can happen with seasonal allergies. So if this is something that's new for you, what are some things that maybe you can do to make it a little bit easier on yourself? So when it's warmer, what does everybody love to do? Open up the windows, open up the doors, shut the screen, just let some fresh air in, right? But for some people, this can be miserable. So when the pollen count is high, if you're somebody that experiences those seasonal allergies, just shut the doors, shut the windows. That's really going to be your best thing, not to let it get trapped inside the house because that's going to cause you some trouble as the day goes on and those things are just kind of floating around in your house. So if that's an issue, that's just an easy fix, right? If you're going to be outside doing things and you're going to be working outside and doing all these things, when you come in, change your clothes. Take a shower. Anything that you've been exposed to out there is going to come in with you. So just get rid of it. Kind of like if you've been outside and you're like, oh, I think I was working on poison ivy. What's the first thing you're going to want to do? Take your clothes off and take a shower, right? Get it off of you. Same kind of thing if pollen and other molds and things that are outside that you are exposed to seem to start bothering you. That's the easiest thing to do. Just get rid of them. Now, of course, there are always those over-the-counter medications that sometimes are needed. So if these just simple little fixes don't work and it's something that's a little more troublesome to you, then we might need to look into over-the-counter antihistamines, nasal sprays. But again, just because it's over-the-counter does not mean it is safe for everyone, depending on other medications you're on, other medical conditions you have, your age. All kinds of things can go into this. So please take your time, stop by the pharmacy, come up to the pharmacist, call me, text me if you're there, then we can have a chat, right? And I can tell you exactly what to get. And depending where you are, I could probably tell you about where to get it. I could almost visualize the aisles sometimes. So let's have that conversation. Don't just be so quick just to grab something off the shelf. And also don't be frustrated if maybe one antihistamine worked this year and you've still got some because it's still good. It's right. It's spring again. You're going to need it again. And it doesn't seem to be working this time. Well, guess what? Sometimes you're going to need to change those things. Sometimes after a while, they just don't work. Or maybe the allergies are different. So those are things that we can talk through and work through. So if those are questions you have, please reach out to me and we can try to combat those seasonal allergies as all this stuff is floating around in the air. So what else can we do as spring is coming? How can we boost our immune system naturally? Everybody wants to do things natural, right? Nobody wants to come to the pharmacy. Nobody wants to get sick and have to do those things. So what are we going to do to help boost our system naturally? How about what we eat, right? That is a huge thing of what we eat. So let's fill ourselves full of those good things, vitamin C, zinc. Let's hydrate ourselves good. So what kind of foods or fruits this spring and summer are you going to be looking for to get those nutrients? Strawberries. So I was thinking about this morning as I was doing this and I thought, oh, strawberries, those sound good. Luckily I had some because that is probably my favorite fruit ever. And strawberries are fantastic. You guys, they're full of vitamin C. They're full of antioxidants. They're full of fiber. They boost your white blood cell function and they decrease inflammation. Who doesn't want inflammation decreased, right? And they're just absolutely delicious. And this time of year, you can find really good ones. The boys always kind of think I'm silly. I take them and I look at them, right? Make sure there's no moldy ones. And then, they're nice and red. But what do? I smell them. And they're like, what are you doing, Mom? And I'm like, okay, if they smell like strawberries, they're going to taste like strawberries. Just because they're pretty doesn't mean they taste good. But I've been able to find some really delicious ones. So get out there and get some strawberries, you guys. It's the perfect time of year to do that. Citrus fruits, okay, those are going to help with vitamin C, flavonoids. Those are going to stimulate your immune cell activity. And it's going to help with collagen production. Who doesn't want things like that? Your hair, skin, nails, joints, all those things, because as we age, collagen production goes down. And we don't want to fill our system with those nasty collagens of marine collagen, bovine collagen. Our body doesn't need that stuff. It doesn't know how to break that down. So let's boost it naturally. If you want some other ideas how to boost your collagen production naturally, let's chat. Let's not put those other things in your system and make your body try to figure out how to process all of that. Other fruits like kiwi, a good source of vitamin C. It supports your immune defense. Who doesn't need that, right? Cherries, that's another fun one, another anti-inflammatory benefits. You guys, there are so many things. I could go on and on and on, but the main thing is get out there, get a variety of fruits, get a variety of colors. Now, green leafy vegetables, spinach, great for vitamin C. Vitamin A, remember we talked about that last week, about we can get natural sources of vitamin A. Don't be taking vitamin A as a supplement. There's all kinds of ways you can get it. Spinach has iron, it has folate, all kinds of good things. So it's going to strengthen your immune cell activity. It's going to support red blood cell production, all good things. Asparagus helps with vitamin E, antioxidants. It's nice outside. Throw some asparagus on the grill when you're making food. There is nothing better than that. So delicious, so easy. Most people love it, right? But there's other greens like broccoli, artichokes. Some people love them. Peas. Peas are full of vitamin A, C, fiber, like snap peas, snow peas. All those things are great. And guess what? For the peas, it's going to help maintain healthy gut bacteria. You guys know how I love to talk about a healthy gut. So get out there, do that. I just bought some snap peas the other day and some hummus. Great, easy, healthy snack. So many things we can do. How else can we boost our immune system naturally? Sleep. So important, right? We are busy, busy, busy people. And I get it. And there's not enough hours in the day. I think that every day, you guys, I truly, truly do. But if we don't get enough sleep, what's going to happen? Our body's going to get run down. We're not going to be good for anybody, and we're going to get sick. Our body's just not going to be able to fight off all those things that we are exposed to all day long. So please get enough sleep. You cannot catch up on the weekend. Please, that is so not, you know that is not true. So do not do that. Make sure you carve out time for your sleep. Another thing, you guys, is again, nice outside, right? Physical activity. Get outside. Go for walks. Go for hikes. Gardening. Everybody's starting to do those kind of things right now, right? Biking, golf. If you're going to golf, don't use the golf cart. How about you walk, right? That would be a lot more exercise plus carrying the bag. That'd be good. Swimming, it's going to start getting nice and warm. Swimming is going to be great. But in all these outdoor activities, just like I mentioned earlier, hydration is key. But again, healthy hydration. Do not be filling yourself or giving your children those sugary sports drinks that are not meant for them. They were not formulated for kids like this, and they are not meant for them. All you're doing is just filling them full of those colors, those dyes, sugar, carbs, everything they don't need. So if you want a healthy source of hydration that is something different than water, let's chat. I can send you a few things, some information as well that you could try, but so important. All these things are just kind of coming together as spring, right? What do you think of when you think of spring besides the allergies? A lot of people do. And, all the fun summer sports and being outside. Spring cleaning. Everybody is doing that, right? We need to detox all the things in your environment. So deep cleaning is a great idea. But when we're deep cleaning, we need to find cleaning products that are non-toxic. Norwex is a great example of that. I have a wonderful friend, Jen Schmidt. She sells Norwex. I love it. Even the cloths we use, all the cleaning products, because really all you need is water. So if you're looking for a healthy way to clean your house, reach out to me and I can get you hooked up with her. Now, while you're cleaning, all those deep cleaning, what are you doing? You're also hopefully decluttering. We've talked about this before. I've had a couple of my friends that are organizers on the live before. Talk to somebody if you need help. But let's declutter. Let's get rid of things that we don't need. They're in our way. And they really kind of just mess up with your mental clarity by having just so much extra clutter. So let's get rid of that clutter around us. That's going to help us feel so much better and be so much more productive. Now, all these things all together, what's this going to help? This is going to help give you energy. It's going to help with your mood. I mean, even today when I was driving the kids to school and the sun was out, I just felt good. It kind of like hit me as I was driving, like to enjoy the moments, because there's only a few more months that I'll be driving Liam to school. Soon he'll be driving himself to school. So just to like soak up the time of having both the kids in the car, don't throw those things aside. I know it's hard. You feel like you're an Uber driver and that's all you do, but enjoy the moments. I mean, you guys, there's hardly any days left of school. Once spring break is over, wow. And then it's summer and then it's back to school again. I mean, every year goes faster. I know my grandparents used to say, as you get older, time goes faster. It does. I mean, I know it truly doesn't, but it does. I mean, before we know it, we're going to be putting the Christmas tree up, right? I'm just talking about spring, but you know that is happening. So what I'm saying is you guys slow down, enjoy the moments, don't become overwhelmed. If you need help with any of these things, reach out. I know a lot of people that I could, just of all the things I was talking about, that if it's not myself that can help you with some of the seasonal allergies and talking about your nutrition, that I know other people that can help you with cleaning your house, decluttering your house, products to clean your house, all those things. Really use those resources. Don't become overwhelmed. Don't try to be a superwoman and do everything yourself. It is hard to do that. And you're really not benefiting anyone, including yourself. I talked with a good friend yesterday and self-care came up. You know, Amy, when do you take time for yourself? And it's true. You need to do that. So enjoy these days, sit outside, go for a walk, do whatever you love, but stop for a second and smell the roses. It is so important that we take that time for ourselves. So for other tips, for other questions that you guys may have, please join my Facebook group, Healthy Living with Amy Gill. I love to have these conversations. Reach out to me about your seasonal allergies and any of these other things we talked about, and we can have a more in-depth conversation. But enjoy spring, embrace it all as it is coming, and take the time to stop and smell the roses.